Hello and good morning. It is December 2nd, 2019, and it is a Monday morning at about 8:25. So I like to give these videos some sort of, I'm going to start giving them a sort of a catchy title. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and check my YouTube page. Go ahead and click on my profile link. Check out my YouTube page so you can watch this video and other videos in full. Okay, so every season has a reason, and you've probably heard this before. And I really love December because there's so much reasoning or a reason behind this time of the year, right? A lot of it is astrological. Some people make it out to be astronomical, but there is, even in the astrological portion, there is a reason or a logic behind it, right? So, for perfect example, we are in the winter months. The winter months are the times of the year when the sun is furthest away from our planet and we are not receiving as much of its solar power or light, right? That's why it's colder. And during December, towards the end of the year, when we have the winter solstice, the reasoning behind this time of the year is the sun actually for 3 days will disappear or have a sort of an eclipse for 3 days, right? It's what's called I believe it's a solar eclipse, right? And ancient lore kind of attributes this to the sun died, right? But after those 3 days, the sun is reborn. We're able to partially see it again, and it comes up from out of those dark depths, right? And so the sun, S-U-N, is born, right? Or is reborn. If you know any type of spiritual or religious history, you've probably heard this before, but maybe not in this context. And if you have, then your investigations and research have been on the right track, right? So the sun also in ancient Babylon and ancient Sumeria, the sun was said to be born from the moon. So the sun was actually the son of the moon, right? And so when we say that the sun was reborn, it's also indicative, depending on which religious or spiritual system you're using, it's the reborn sun, right? The reborn solar energy, right? The reborn physical energy. And what makes this even more interesting is that the sun is actually declared to have been reborn in the house of Virgo on or around, I can't remember the exact time frame, but I think it's December 22nd, 23rd, 24th, something like that. So that's when the sun is reborn in the house of Virgo, which is, if you've been doing your research, is also indicative of the Virgin or the Virgoan energy, which is the Virgin of the astrological system, right? So, like I said, a lot of these days, these holidays, or the solar days, if you've heard them called Sabbats to the pagans and the Wiccans, or I believe it's Esbats, these particular days have a resonance which go a lot further back and have tales and stories that are attributed to astrological phenomenons happening in the heavens. Now, why does this matter? Why do we care about these astrological phenomenons? It's because right now we're in Sagittarius, and we're like the archer who has been skillfully trying to hit his target. The best time you can try to hit your target is at the beginning of an astrological year and at the beginning of an astrological year. So at the end and the beginning. And if you watch my last videos, you'll remember me talking about how there are lessons to be learned in certain astrological signs and how there are lessons to be learned in the transitions between the astrological signs. So once again, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube page, go ahead and click my profile, check out my YouTube page, that way you can get all these videos, and let's do some things in this year. We're going to talk about some interesting things for the end of the year and the beginning of the year. So my name is Ray Eason, or Ray Ia. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great day, and tear it up. Hit your mark. Let's start all over. Bye-bye.